Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is the kind of game that makes you want to 100% it, exploring every nook and cranny of this demonic castle in your attempt to stop a war from raging on humanity. As a spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, this game had a lot to live up to, which for the most part it does, even topping the 1997 classic in certain areas. You go around an ever-increasing map, so big it doesn't even all fit on one screen, fighting off against all kinds of weird and wonderful enemies and stealing their abilities to use for yourself. These abilities come in the form of shards, with every different enemy having their own, creating so many options of how you want to load out and play, from powerful magic attacks to more physical ones. Plus, in a true Metroidvania fashion, some of them let you reach areas and secrets that were previously impossible to get to. Most people agree that the old 2D sprites typically look better than 2.5D, and usually I'd agree, but I love the creativity and look of this game. From the water and lighting effects, to the way that the camera will zoom in or pull out to really give a sense of scale. It's just such a nice game to look at, full of colour and light, with all sorts of stuff always going on, and it really uses its 2.5D to full effect to create some really cool sections that spin around to give a sense of depth. And I really love the boss fights in the game, some familiar and some new. Occasionally I run into the problem where they're far too easy, simply because I've been off exploring and levelling up too much beforehand, but they've all got interesting movesets, and it's fun learning how to beat each of them with skill and without taking a hit. Eventually there's a chance that you'll get stuck and not know what to do or where to go. But by exploring and talking to the right people, eventually new areas open up, ones that perhaps you wouldn't even expect to find in a castle. There's also side quests to take on from the few remaining survivors, but these usually boil down to collecting certain items, of which there are a lot, or to kill a certain enemy a different number of times. So nothing special, but something else to think about. What I do like doing as a way of getting stronger is crafting. But to find the right ingredients that you need, first you have to find out what kind of demon drops it, and then where that demon hangs out, before going off to do a bit of farming. It's a simple but fun way of getting better stuff, by having to do some research beforehand. Now onto some of my negatives of the game, and the first is that to begin with, movement felt kind of slow. I wanted things to be a bit snappier. Eventually you get used to it, and there's a few different ways to speed up. Also, the music, while really good, wasn't quite as catchy as I would have liked. But these are minor things in the long run. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is an incredibly fun game. It looks the part and is a fitting successor to one of the all-time greats. With so many different powers and speedrunning options, it's one that can be played over and over, because its gameplay loop is just so fun. But they missed the text out from this dialogue box, so the game sucks.
Bloodstained.